today you are going to need two brushes. These are brown Taklon brushes. I believe that they are wash brushes. I have some metallic paint here. This is a iridescent bright gold high viscosity paint from Michaels. I also have a Martha Stewart satin paint. It's multi-surface, but it's an acrylic based craft paint. I'm going to use it for the back. I also have some gesso here. I'm going to use this to prime my clay, my air dried clay. The gesso is good if you have cracks. It helps to fill in the cracks. I have some water here to wash my brushes, and then just like a little palette type or a mock palette. So this is kind of what we left off with when we did the air dried clay. If you didn't see that video, you can go ahead and find it on my channel. I'm going to start off with the acrylic gesso, and I'm going to add the gesso on top of the air dried clay. My air dried clay had a couple of cracks in it because I used too much water. So just keep in mind your water usage when you're smoothing out your clay. So the gesso helps to really prime the surface and create a smooth surface so that when you apply your top coat, it would look very smooth and more appealing. It's important to let the gesso fully dry before you apply paint. While the gesso is drying, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Martha Stewart's satin color on the top of my canvas. It's a very light blue color. You don't have to follow the same colors. You can do what makes you happy. And you don't have to prime the back of the canvas because it's just bare canvas. Now, if you want a thicker or more smoother canvas, then you can apply primer. So once my primer has dried, I'm going to go ahead and add that iridescent bright gold. You might need 2 coats depending on the type of paint you use. So I'm going to go ahead and add that top coat. In some areas, my primer wasn't completely dried. So just be mindful and do a little test check to make sure that your primer is dried if you decide to use primer. And here are the finished results. I hope you enjoyed.